Welcome back, everybody. This time I'm not as... Never mind.
You try that. You do it exactly how you think you do it.
Unless I take this off.
You do whatever you want to do.
Well, I'm waiting for you. You're my boss over here. You're Look at him.
I'm waiting for him to record.
You're recording.
Alright, gotta leave that in there. Clip that.
All of that was in there.
Hey, you gotta get that into the...
Welcome back, folks. We're back here at the shop. We're gonna go ahead and take care of the install for the wing on the FL5. Again, as you saw it in the title, we waited a long time for the Spoon Sports crane neck wing. Super stoked to get it. Took a hot second. Again, initially we were going to get this wing wrapped. We felt the best option was going to be to get it actually cleared. We went with the matte option to match the rest of the aesthetics on the car. The boys and I are going to jump right in. Let's go. Again, shouldn't take too long. Like I said, everything's pretty simple. We're going to jump in. Morris is going to show us exactly what we need to do. Lewis is going to stand by, show us a couple other things. Shouldn't take too long.
This is like the... If you're gonna buy anything in life, buy this.
Oh, that's like the Swiss Army knife of tools. All right, guys. This install here is fairly simple. As you can tell, Lewis is not even looking. But first thing you gotta do is you gotta use your trusty multi... What do you call it?
If you don't have this, don't even start the door.
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna make its appearance once again. Remember, it's made its appearance so many times.
Number on there, bro.
I told you. All right, boys. Moore's gonna give us a quick rundown of what they've done so far to start removing the panels off of the trunk hatch.
There is two privacy little clips on both sides. If you look on the inside, it has like a little indentation. These are like a little pry tool. Pop it open. There's a Phillips. Both sides, right and left. Then, if you look at these little door, like hand grabs or whatever, there is a Phillips, one on each side. Pop those out, and there should be a total of 4 Phillips for the plastic trim. While Lewis is looking for the panel tool, so you guys can maybe order it at home. But something a little
Best
small.
tool ever, guys.
Yeah.
If you don't have one, get it.
Every video that we
There's 2 long ones and 2 short ones.
We've used it on 90% of the video installs here at the shop.
Wiring, clips, anything.
Yeah, truth be told, what did you say it's called?
It's an O-ring remover.
Look, he's looking at his Bible for parts.
Did I just pull this down or what?
You kiss this.
We're gonna watch Lewis in real time here. Break this. Here we go.
See how his hands are really fat? You can't really get in there.
Yeah, so again, as you see these guys, take your time popping out these clips.
Oh no, half you guys are gonna be afraid to even pop this off.
But again, I think the trick is start here.
Let go!
Start here and start working your way back towards the middle, and then go ahead and go on the opposite side and then start from
Edit
there.
in the...
All right, we're watching Morris here real quick. Once you've exposed the hatch,
There's 3 holes. So 1, 2, 3. 3 tens.
there you go. Now, make sure you loosen and not remove all of them, because then what could end up happening is you're gonna find your wing on the back side of your roof. All right, guys, they've gone ahead and removed all 6 screws.
And now it's a hatchback.
Now it's a base model sport.
Base model sport. I like it. All right, nothing to it.
For sale, like new.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We got the winglets. We got the
Okay.
wing
Well, let's put this on
stand
first, then we can put that
bases.
on after.
Okay, put it on.
Well, I'll hold it.
All right, so picking up where we last left off, the boys went ahead. Let me show you guys here. Did a little extra to the wing stands for the FL5. Moore's gonna give us a few little insights on what we did.
first and foremost, they give you a rubber trim that comes OEM anyways on the wing. But what we did is Albert bought some additional foam, like tape. So we just added it on the corners and this corner as well. Just try to fill in the gaps, because we've seen on Henry's car, well actually Lewis noticed it, but I guess when it's mounted in the downforce, I guess it creates that it actually, the edge of it will like kind of dig into the paint or the trunk. So you'll see like a hard creased line of the paint. So
On the actual
on the
paint, right? Not,
yeah.
It's not bending the metal of the...
Yeah, it's just like kind of like, since it's so much downforce, I think it's kind of like tilting it back a little bit and actually like digging into the paint when it's like flush mounted. So kind of added more foam to try and help relieve like the pressure off of the trunk and more on the foam. So
I did notice that the stock stands are a lot smaller. See how it's just the actual size of the gasket that it comes with.
Yeah,
but if you're gonna notice on this, it's a lot bigger.
yeah, so like you'll see when we kind of mock it up, if there was no foam in this area from this corner to that corner, it would just kind of be a free gap. And when this foam gets like smushed down, it'll just be digging into the paint of this corner. So
Try to minimize it. It might still happen. We're just gonna minimize it.
Yeah, try the best to at least fix the issue if there is one. So see how this works out.
All right, boys. Wish us luck. And again, Spoon does not provide us with additional. Yeah, they do not provide that. We just went ahead and used the OEM.
Yeah, 10 millimeters.
10 mils, yeah, that come with the stock wing. All right, and a mental note, guys, we are using the OEM hardware as far as for the stands. Spoon does not provide that. They do provide all the other necessary hardware for the wing, but not for the actual
Mounting of the
stock base plates. Yeah, if you want to buy some new stuff, you can. We're just going to use the old one. It's the first time it's been taken off, but if you are removing and putting it on and removing and putting it on, I'd suggest get some new stuff just in case.
Okay, so as we're talking about the foam, as far as the one that they provide, so you see like in this corner, the front end portion, it's more squished down than the rear portion. Though it's not tight, but you get the point of it squishing and kind of collapsing when you do tighten it. So if that was the case and if you were to do it all along here, this end portion just wouldn't have anything. So that's why we added it, hoping that it would fill in that gap and not have it just empty. So we'll see how it works out.
We also added some here in this corner, right here on the left where you see that little mark. That's where we added it.
So if you want to look at it, you see it kind of coming down and squishing down the foam. It's now less of a gap, so.
Yeah, so see now that it's sitting way more flush on there. Hope this camera zoomed in. You can actually see what we were talking about, and hopefully it's going to offer a little bit more protection for the paint.
You'll see it squeezing in and kind of compressing the foam.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good fit, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I trimmed the edges a little bit just so it wasn't sticking out, but.
Okay. Make sure you go ahead and follow the instructions, because there are a couple of things regarding the washers and the lock washers that are included with the hardware. You want to make sure you get that right. Alright, winglet 1 loosely installed, and again, Morris is just adding all the hardware and semi-tightening everything until we put the deck lid on, and once we put that on and the winglets, then we'll go ahead and tighten everything up. Okay, now Morris is gonna go ahead and attempt to put the carbon deck on first. Are you gonna put the winglets on first?
No, I'll put the winglets on after. I just need to find the right hardware.
Oh, okay. And like I said, guys, we went ahead and had this sprayed in matte carbon, which again I think really changes the look of the whole entire wing with it being matte. I know most people just stay with the wet look, shiny carbon look, but it's gonna be a little bit different. We're about 80% done here. Wings all put together. Morris just needs to tighten everything up, but yep, this is what we've been waiting for all this time. Again, we'll get better shots, but this is what I've been waiting for a hot second. And just to give you guys a heads up, Spoon's instructions are not the greatest. We debated about going with the lock washer here for the winglets. We opted to not use them. Again, they are provided, you see here, but we're not going to use it. We're just going to put some Loctite on it, make sure everything's good. Here, these do require the lock washer for the nuts that go here. And again, guys, we're just about done. Once we're done, I'm going to clean up the wing, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys the final product. Alright guys, I'm going to try to do my best to show this beautiful looking FK8 here that the guys are working on while Morris is finishing up the wing. This is a full Mugen built FK8. Looks pretty sick. Nice VIS hood, carbon Mugen wing. It's a little cold out here, but yeah, it looks pretty nice. And then this super dope wing. I really liked this. It's pretty sick. I used to like it. I remember seeing it and how it's painted with the double little carbon inserts. Looks really cool. This whole build looks really nice. I wish we had better lighting out here. But yeah, even has that little Varus little arch area here. Sitting on some sick ass CEs. Oh, look at that. He's even got that Q-Works steering wheel. Yeah, nice. Anyways, back to the show. All right, guys, we're all set here. Morris went ahead, tightened everything up. I think this is a go. So again, honest review on the wing. I mean, again, I'm biased because I love anything Spoon. I think the overall fitment looks good. It makes the car look way different, transforms it. I mean, look at it. You guys take a look. It looks really good. Tons of adjustability though. That's the one thing I'm liking.
Yeah. You can change the angle of whatever you want to change.
Right, but we have seen this with other wings, like the APR wing has tons of adjustability.
Yeah.
So again, we're gonna track this wing. We're gonna see how it does. We'll see how much it vibrates. But yeah, I mean, I like it. It's a go. I mean, I've been waiting on this thing for a hot second. The guys know how much I've been wanting this piece, and I think it does complement the car very well. It's one of the few wings that I really like. Mine is Varus. Wow. Okay. Yep.
That's not even the alcohol. The alcohol's that one.
Yeah, it complements the car before we were abruptly interrupted over here. It does complement the car very well. It sits really nice. But again, it's one of those things that I'm gonna have to say that once you pair it with the Spoon wheels, the wing, front lip, it's one of those things that I'm sure he knows too. You can't unsee it. If you take the Mugen stuff off, you just can't unsee it. Like you're like, nah, this is the way it has to be. So yeah, I think the vision that we've had here at the shop for the car it really came together. Really like it. Yeah, Morris is gonna give this a quick wipe. Again, excuse the car being so filthy. We have not even washed it since it came back from the track. But now we are gonna go ahead and give it its proper wash. get it all shiny for you guys, and I'll shoot some pics in the day. But yeah, man, this wing is solid. Ish. And again, remember we did a couple of different things to our bases here. We went ahead and added some extra padding to make sure that these edges hopefully don't dig into my paint and ruin the hatch. Because again, if we ever decide to take this wing off and add something else, we're gonna need some body work, huh?
Yeah, depending on the base place of the next wing or the OEM. The OEM wing for sure, I think it extends a little bit more. That's what we've seen, like the outline. But I don't think it goes.
Are more narrow, right? Like,
yeah,
look,
I don't think it goes as far back as what this one does.
This is what we're talking about. Like the bases are more narrow, and it doesn't go as far back as the spoon base, as you can tell here and here in this corner.
Did you tell them about the?
Yeah, we went ahead and made an executive decision. Yeah, so I was saying, Moore's gonna give us some insight on some of the hardware challenges that we endured with this wing.
On the winglet part, well, just in general, they give lock washers for pretty much all the nuts and bolts that you use, except for the OEM ones. They're OEM, so they don't retain the lock washer. But for the winglet portion, you guys can see the black, like little washer outline, which is provided by them. But they also include a lock washer as well for the actual end plates. Now, we didn't use them. Again, the instructions aren't very clear, and they're just small photos with little text saying what bolt to use. It's self-explanatory where the bolts go, but for this portion, the lock washer would have dug into the carbon, so we just decided to run the bolt with the washer, and at a different date we'll add blue Loctite, so it's not as strong, and call it a day.
Look, Morris, you're gonna get your Type R
Look
specialist
here, look here.
title revoked all of a
Holding,
sudden.
not even pushing. Haven't pushed once.
No, we've caught you on video twice.
He's the
on this
one doing
build
it.
so far. We've caught him twice. You know what I mean? There's been moments that he's like, I didn't drop it. Clearly, you see him drop it in the video.
I'm not even touching this.
Twice. We're about to see the first guy in the United States break a privacy screen. And then he's gonna say on camera, I didn't do it.
I'm not doing any more household for you. Even though I live with you, I'm not doing anything else. This is your last one. One and done.
So then when you're moving out. All right, yeah, we're just kind of reminiscing here. Or actually, not reminiscing. We're just kind of closing the loop here with how the car looks. You know what? There is one thing, guys. One thing that I'm gonna say I am disappointed with Spoon on this. Besides that, they talk about how, you know, they want to make sure that their parts are branded and they have plaques and they have all kinds of stuff. You know, the lip has a serial number tag, and it also has the Spoon logo kind of in the weave of the fiber, of the carbon fiber, right? Same thing for the hood scoop or vent, but the wing, guys, nothing. You would not know if I bought this on Alibaba. I made it myself. You would not know. Anyway, you guys, again, we'll shoot some other shots to give it some better angles and looks here, but damn, guys, this just looks pretty sick. God damn it with you fools. Again, it's like two little kids. Just can't keep their hands off of each other. Yeah, boys, like I'm saying here, it's a little tough to get you guys a good angle. Unfortunately, we're working on a lot of dark color cars. We got this graphite gray FK8. We got this black FK8, and then we got this blue FK8 that's all under maintenance right now. But again, I will show you guys some better shots once we're outside in the daylight. But super happy with how the product came out. So glad I waited. The wing is phenomenal. Again, I wish I could get you some up close shots and some better looking shots. Morris cleaned it up for us, but still, again, because of where we're at, just the background of the shop does not allow us to really concentrate on the look. But yeah, super happy with the way this came out. Thanks again to the guys. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up on this edition. Now, again, because of where we're at, we couldn't really get too many good shots of the wing. we'll go ahead and film some B-roll, and I'll insert it somewhere in between all of this. But again, guys, super happy with the overall look of the car now. Car looks phenomenal. I'm gonna include all that in this video so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, again, lip does not do the car justice on film. When you look at it, it actually looks a lot better. And then the wing looks freaking awesome. I'm so glad that I waited, that I didn't change course. Now, we're gonna see how it actually fares up once we're on track. That's gonna be another date and time. But again, guys, super happy with the final product. Guys did a phenomenal job of installing it. And again, if you guys are interested in these parts, you know that there's a big wait time for these things. Stay patient. We can source it for you. We can put in our order for you guys and get that installed the same way we did it here, with those little things that we've learned along the way. Now, again, thanks again for watching, guys. Thanks again for sticking through this video. And again, from myself, the trusty free labor assistant, and the Edge Master Lewis, we'll catch you guys out on the next one.